Hello, my beautiful Cancers. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. Happy March to all of you. We're into a beautiful new month here. And I hope you've all been happy, healthy, and well. Now, let's get into your reading. Now, the first half is going to be about your situation, what you may be going through. Second half will be about your soulmate, okay? Now keep in mind, in a general reading, the energies can be flip-flopped, and it also may or may not resonate with your situation. For something tailored to your specific situation, you will need a private reading, okay? And I do offer live one-on-one readings and also pre-recorded readings, all right? So just shoot me an email if you're interested. Now let's get started here. So, Cancer. Look at that, the 401. You know, there's an energy coming through here right off the bat. I feel, what is this? Six of Swords. You know, I feel there's like an energy here of, I'm hearing this. Stability is yours, should you so choose it. It's an interesting message to start off with, but it feels like I want to say it's your choice to be stable, to be happy, to make the best of what is around you. I feel like I'm seeing this in my head, kind of like a two ways to think about things. There's almost an energy here of like, okay, complaining versus just doing. Complaining versus dealing. Also, there's an energy of like, in the center of it, I'm seeing is like perspective. It's kind of like I'm seeing the crossroads, and then there's like the crossroads, and then like the signpost in the center that says perspective. I feel like there's an energy of your perspective on things determines your stability, or like even this for me is like stability, but also happiness. So that's an interesting starting message. So let me just kind of get into it. Dear angels, dear God, dear universe, please for Cancer, what is going on? The sign of Cancer. Okay, the Eight of Swords. Lovers. You know, it feels like there's an energy here of a relationship. There's the Ace of Wands. You know, it feels like oh, there's the Star. There's an energy of, a lot of you, it depends on your situation. This feels like maybe somebody who is currently involved with somebody or waiting for like this feels more like a new relationship or like a newer love. Some of you could be in this relationship already or waiting for it. I feel like you're maybe waiting for, you're wanting maybe like commitment, or if you're committed already, it feels like I want to be married, or at least like living together. It feels like something where like maybe you want to take or be in a relationship or take your current relationship with someone to more of a like a practical or like a living together sort of thing, but it more feels like a married life, kind of like that, where you're not living set, where you're together or do things together. Like that's what it feels like to me. And it feels like some of you are like patiently waiting for, there's the Three of Swords, heartbreak, and the Devil underneath it. You know, this feels like maybe energy that you may be kind of like doing to yourself in a way, you know, or like, you know, like maybe you're waiting for someone to, I don't know if it's ask you to move in or like put a ring on your finger. Whether you're a guy or a girl, it doesn't really matter. There's like this energy of like, I want to be with someone who wants to be with me. Or like, it feels like more living together, like being married, like actual marriage. Or if not marriage, taking steps towards that, or towards like a living together arrangement. But it feels like a more like a commitment, for the long term. I feel like I want to say this for if you're like meeting new people, I feel like I want to say this. Do your research first. Be very upfront with people about what is it that you want? If Because I feel like a lot of you, for whoever this reading is for, it feels like you want commitment, you want marriage, or you want the long term. But I feel like I want to say, figure out what it is that the people or the person that you're with wants. Or if you're, let's say you're dating, before you get too involved, or like, because people can say many things. But I also feel like, see if they'll take action for that. Also, there's an energy of like not rushing things too quickly, like out of desire, out of, because I feel like when things are rushed, things can fall very much apart. Like when it's based off of, like too much emotion or too much like sexual attract, it feels like it can lead to kind of like, not that the expectations are like unwarranted, but it feels like it can be too much too soon. But I also I'm getting that energy though of like, if you're out there dating or whatever, just some advice, like make sure you put that on the table. So what is it that you want? Do you want something more casual, or like boyfriend, girlfriend, but like, do you want marriage or do you not? I feel like that's something to kind of put out there actually sooner rather than later. Like, or, what are you looking for? Because honestly, it feels like if you want marriage, and your other person is stalling, it may be best to maybe not interact or associate with those people. And not because, they may be bad, but it's more like it would be toxic for you to expect that from someone who's not interested in that. It would not work out well for you. It'll just cause you heartbreak. So, I feel like there's an energy almost of a relationship going on here that seems to be going well, but it seems like you're waiting for more. You want more. You're just kind of like waiting for it, and it may be driving you crazy. You're looking for more, wanting it to happen. What it feels like is, hold on. Right, Two of Pentacles. It's kind of like I feel you're biding your time, kind of waiting, acting like, it's almost like someone could be like acting like they're kind of not, but like wanting it, but like trying to, I don't know if it's like play hard to get. It's more like maybe trying to be okay with it, but you really maybe want to just, maybe even somebody with you, that wants to like get into like, let's do this already. We're not getting any younger. And what it feels like is, whether it's you or them, there is an energy of patience is needed. Because what it feels like is, whether it's you or them, there's this unrest here that it just feels like someone wants to claim it already and be done with it. But it feels like there's an energy more of like, get to know the person a little better. Good things take time. But yet again, I also feel like, set maybe like a time limit in a way, like, again, don't like strangle the relationship, but like maybe like, a fair, healthy amount of time Because, like, if you just met someone a month ago, like, I'm sorry if this is you, and I don't really care what anybody says. If you just met someone a month ago, and, or like a hot minute ago, and you're thinking that you're going to get married, you are delusional. You're kind of like, or if it's that, that's like just unhealthy. That's not a healthy expectation right off the bat. Or like, oh, we just met each other. Okay, I'm going to move in next week. That is like, somebody needs to cool it down if that's you. Cool it. Or maybe the person needs to. I don't care. Because that's the kind of energy that I'm feeling. And it will lead to like a lot of kind of petty nonsense. Kind of like, so I know what I feel, and it's like somebody wants marriage, somebody wants the full kit and caboodle, but somebody is maybe I don't know if it's like stalling, but it's more coming out as like they're not ready for it, not yet. And a very good thing may be sabotaged if somebody keeps being pushy, whether that's with them with you or you with them. I can't distinguish who's who. I also, I don't know if there's like a lot of cross watchers who would be watching that. There is an energy coming through of somebody who's like maybe the cross watcher. So like this could be like a Cancer doing this to a cross watcher, to another sign. It feels like somebody is kind of like clung on to someone else, like pining over somebody else. That may not be good for them. Or like has certain behaviors that kind of are not good for their like emotional life. I feel like there may be somebody here too that's stuck on, for crosswatcher, it feels like someone is stuck on, it feels like a Cancer is stuck on somebody, like a guy or a girl, like an ex, or it can even be like a baby mama, baby daddy, like that is not good for them. But they can't seem to let them go either. For that situation, I feel like in your case, you need to let them go. Like put your standard up, but like don't sit and pine over them. No, you need to put your walls up because they need to kind of let that go and heal themselves. It's kind of like you'll be waiting a long time for them to get it together. It'll hurt you holding on to them. If they can't put this other person kind of in a healthy place in their life, it even may be someone again that like it never worked out with, it didn't work out with. All they brought was kind of pain to your Cancer, but they also can't let them go. That would be not a good idea for you to hold on to them. You can send them good energy, but don't base your life off of that, off of them. See, what I'm really getting is an energy here in this reading more of like action matching words. Words mean that it's like action. It needs to like and figure out what people are about. Now let me get back into this. I feel like a lot of you are getting ready to kind of make a big decision. There's like this energy now. Again, now this now feels like we're back into the relationship with someone. What it feels like is you are going. There's like an energy of a decision, and it feels like what you want maybe is to get engaged or be married. Star. I see. There's like an energy of putting it out there and kind of making it so. And I do feel this is what would make you very happy. But at the same token, I do feel like, do it the right way, do it. But there is an energy coming through here of the star feels like patience, but it also kind of, this page kind of feels like putting it out there and making it so. If that's what you want, then, don't hide behind it. If that's what you want, then you need to say it to the man or woman that you're with. Say it to the person that you're with. And if it doesn't work with you, then, or they're not ready, then you have one of two choices. You can either be patient or go. I feel like some pressure being applied to whether for good or evil. It's kind of like an energy again, but when you think of it, things like marriage, moving in together, it's not going to happen unless somebody does put some pressure on the other. Like, so what do you think? Are we ready to do this? I feel an energy, though, of like maybe the one you're with, is like, it doesn't feel like they're not necessarily ready. It just feels like maybe they're considering it. It's not that they don't want to. It may be that they're just thinking about it. They don't want to feel pressured. They don't want to feel rushed. Knight of Wands. Six of Wands. Judgment. I know what I want to say. There's like an energy, there's two different energies coming through here. If you put too much pressure on this person, there's like an energy coming through of, all right, there may be like a confrontation and just like, listen, I am not ready to be like a married man or a married woman. I'm not ready yet. And what it feels like is, feels like they're looking to like kind of get their own career and their own money in order so that they can be ready for that one day. There's like an energy coming through here of, I honestly feel patience is best with this. See, there's an energy of somebody getting very pushy, and then, but the other one, like, like when you try, because I don't feel it, it's like that you would be doing this, but, more like when you kind of drop the bomb, like the ultimatum, like, okay, we're either gonna move in or we're done, or you're either gonna marry me now or we're done. What it feels like, what the intended effect of that, right, is to get the person to do it. What it feels like, though, is them kind of calling your bluff right back at you, and it's okay, well then I guess we're done. So whether that is the desired effect that you want, that's what I'm seeing kind of coming through here. The question is like, see, I feel like if it's going to lead to heartbreak. I don't feel like whoever this is ready, and it's not that they don't care about you yet or love. It's more like they just want some more time, I feel, to build up maybe their finances, themselves a little bit. Because what it feels like is if it's like too much, if somebody gets too pushy, the other one's gonna leave. I feel like this, like, consider maybe the time that you've been with whoever this is, and kind of like, is it time or is it not? Because again, like let's say if you've been with someone, for 10 years and they don't want to marry you, or like, I think like that's okay, well then we're done. Or like, okay, well then you need to figure yourself out. Or, it's been like I don't know, like at least with the moving in, if it's been like year, 2 years, let's say, and like it's like constantly being, then it's kind of, that's when it's, but I feel like there's something about like consider the amount of time that you know this person and make your decision accordingly. See though, like if you're patient, what energy will come from this? Because I feel like it's more, and I get it. I'm not knocking you on that. I get it. I know what you want, but let me just see like what, if you're patient with it, and kind of let me see if they would. Three of Pentacles. That's you kind of focusing on your job, letting them focus on theirs, kind of like living your, like separate but together kind of thing. You kind of doing your thing. The Four of Wands. It's funny, that's how the reading started out. Five of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Oh. Cancer. Let them come to you. Let them, I feel an energy, if you're patient here, you'll get what you want. But I feel like it's an energy of, I keep hearing this, let them make the move. Let them. It's okay to say that you want it, right? Put it out there that that's where you eventually want to go, right? But at the same time, again, right? See, I feel like, be honest, be genuine, like don't try to hide behind anything, like, again, if, I don't know how to say what I want to say. It's just like, let's say you're in a bad mood, because like, oh God, if you just asked me to live, it's kind of like that gives off the energy of, I feel like, see, this person is more like coming from a place of like, do they want to be with me for me? Or do they just want to live with me to make it easier on them? Show that you're kind of like okay with not like living together and just being a couple. That's just how I feel it, at least in this reading. 100%. Because what it feels like is they'll ask you on their own time. But now, again, at the same time, I feel this. Now, in your case, right, again, now, let's say that's what you want, like commitment, living together, marriage, right? There are certain things then that you don't have to be doing. Like, let's say if you're not living together, right? Okay, then, okay, well, I'm not coming to your house every friggin' night of the week, right? That's where you need to put up the standard, not get annoyed. It's more like, reserve yourself then. Okay, well, like I'm not coming over every week or every day, let's say, if it's excessive, right? Then it sounds to me like you want me to move in. But, I have my own life right now. I have my own bills to pay, my own mortgage, right? Whatever, my rent, my right. There's like an energy. I feel like in your case, the way you'll get this, it's not manipulative, but it's more like, don't manipulate them, but it's more like, I'm not doing this unless I'm moved in with you. Not sorry. If we're living together, that's one thing, but like, I mean, it'd be like, again, like I have a dog, I have a bird, I have a cat, like I have a life here. And if we're going to be doing this much together, then that's what's going to have to happen. If not, this is how it's going to be. That's, I feel, maybe the way to do it. Especially if they're like wanting you around a lot, but they're not like, let's say, offering to move in, or like let's get a place together, or then you have to like keep your time sacred. Keep it at a healthy balance. Keep it very logical. What if it, is kind of like very fair? Like you'll get all of me when you commit to all of me. You know what I'm saying? And not in a like angry, petty way. It's more like, but see, why the Seven of Swords is here, I feel, is it's not necessarily if you're lying. It's more like kind of sneaking around the truth. Let's say, like, yeah, I do want to live with you. But being upfront about that, but also realize, like kind of being very healthy about it. And like, but like I have my own house. I have my own bills. I have my shit that I have to do. I don't have time to come there every single day, let's say. I hope it's not every day. But you know what I mean. Like, to me, like, if it's like that, then, like a weekend or like a weekend or, like, ooh, be it Friday night, Saturday night. Okay, that's healthy. You can do things outside together, right? Like, oh, let's go shopping. Let's go for a day. Let's go for dinner. Right? But that's how I kind of feel this. But like, don't do things that kind of annoy you. Like if you feel like, you're giving all this time to them, but they're not asking you to, then stop giving it. Just set the boundary. There's an energy here of like the less effort. It's funny. It may sound counterintuitive, but like the less pressure you apply, it's kind of like it comes to you gracefully. Act gracefully, and I feel like it's kind of like what you seek or what you want will seek you. It's ironic sometimes, like there are times when we need to be like forceful or like kind of pushy. In this case, it doesn't feel like it. It actually feels like if you're patient here and kind of like set the proper boundaries, the things will come right to you from this person. But this can easily be sabotaged, so be careful. See, do I see a future with this person? Keeping in mind, like what I just said, the patience. Okay, 8 of Cups, Ace of Swords, 9 of Wands, Chariot. Wow. There's listen, this can go both ways. What it feels like, see, because I'm seeing both ways. It's more like this can be very uncomfortable or this can be very comfortable. What I feel like is, now there's the Six of Pentacles. This is an energy of fair, equal give and take. You don't do married things with people when you're not married to them. Don't do anything like that. They want it with you. They want, that level of thing with you. Then they're going to have to commit or make that effort. If not, well, then you only get this. And I keep my things up. And you know what I'm saying? It kind of like prevents people from like having their cake and eating it too, but it keeps your hands in the clean as well. Very fair. Kind of like what I want to say is like, don't do extra and then get mad that you're doing extra. Make them want you, because it's like, not make them, it's coming out like, I don't want to come out like that, but it's kind of like they will crave it, but it's kind of like I feel they will ask to like they will. If anything, what I feel is like careful of your feelings here, your emotions, because that may cause some unnecessary, like it may have some ramifications. There's that page, but and this is what made me feel again, like again, I'm like, I'm not coming over every single day. If we're not living again, it's like, okay, well, it's obvious that you want it, I want it, so then make it happen. If not, this is my life. I have to kind of maintain my own stability. If you want to, make a life together, then we can discuss that. That's how I feel. It's more like less emotion right now, and I feel more practicality, more logic. That's what I feel will benefit this connection in the long run, and your life in the long run. That's what I feel. I really see you, though, becoming that kind of husband or wife that you want to be, that kind of stable connection. But it takes a little work, it takes a little patience, right? But it also takes very healthy boundaries to ensure, that it will be healthy and coming from the right place. Money may be an issue with this or their career. It feels like they need to kind of get that in order first. Or that may be something that they're doing right now. Give them, I feel, the opportunity to do that. And you, in the meantime, focus on your stability as well. When two stable people come together, magic happens. That's what I feel. So Cancer, I hope this reading resonated with you. I'm sending you much love. And I really do hope to hear back from you. For those of you who want a private reading, please email me down below. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful month. Bye-bye now.